We spend nearly a third of our lives in the bedroom. It's where we seek rest, refuge, and renewal. But what if that very place is quietly working against you? Not with loud alarms, not with flashing lights, but with silence. With dust, toxins, clutter, and habits so familiar they've become invisible. As we age, sleep stops being a luxury. It becomes medicine. And like all medicine, it needs the right conditions to heal us. But healing can't happen in a toxic space. Have you ever woken up tired even after a full night's sleep? Ever felt groggy, foggy, or stiff for no reason you can name? What if the problem isn't in your body, but in your bedroom? Tonight, we're going to take a gentle look at 7 things that might be stealing your rest, your clarity, and your strength, one breath at a time. What if your pillow is working against you? Let's talk about something so simple, so ordinary, that we never question it. Your pillow. It's where your head rests every single night, where your thoughts quiet down, where your body finally surrenders after a long day. But what if that soft, familiar pillow has quietly become a silent threat to your health? I know, it sounds dramatic, but stay with me for just a minute. Most people never think twice about their pillow. It's just there, fluffed, folded, part of the routine. Some of us even have favorites, ones we've kept for years because they just feel right. But here's the quiet truth. Your pillow might be soaking up more than dreams. Over time, pillows collect sweat, body oil, dead skin, even tiny particles from your hair products or face cream. And that soft surface, once a source of comfort, can turn into a breeding ground for dust mites, bacteria, and in humid climates, even mold. Yes, mold. You might not see it, you might not smell it, but you could be breathing it in every single night. Now ask yourself this. Have you ever woken up feeling congested with a stuffy nose or itchy eyes? Have you noticed your skin breaking out for no apparent reason? Or maybe you've been feeling a little foggy in the morning, sluggish, unfocused, despite getting 7 or 8 hours of sleep. We often chalk it up to stress, or age, or just one of those days. But sometimes it's the invisible things closest to us that are slowly draining our energy, and we never even suspect them. I learned this the hard way. A few years ago, I kept waking up with sinus pressure and an odd tightness in my chest. Doctors said allergies, but I wasn't allergic to anything new. Eventually, a holistic practitioner asked me just one question. When was the last time you replaced your pillow? And you know what? I couldn't answer. It had been years. That night, I tossed the old one, bought a new pillow, hypoallergenic, breathable, designed to resist dust mites and mold. Within a week, my morning congestion vanished. My skin cleared up. I slept deeper. I felt lighter. It was such a small change, but it made a massive difference. And that's what I want you to take from this. You don't need to overhaul your life. You don't need to chase some miracle cure. Sometimes healing begins with something as simple as your pillow. Here's what you can do, starting tonight. Step 1. If your pillow is more than 2 years old, it's time to say goodbye. I know, maybe it's been with you through long nights and big moments, but comfort should never come at the cost of your health. Let it go. Step 2. When buying a new one, look for pillows made with hypoallergenic materials, like memory foam, latex, or high-quality down alternatives. These materials naturally resist mold, dust mites, and bacteria. And more importantly, they support your neck and spine in a way your old, flattened pillow can't. Step 3. Get a real pillow protector. Not just a pillowcase, but a zippered cover that locks out allergens and moisture. It's a small investment that pays off every single night. Step 4. Wash both your pillowcase and protector once a week. Use hot water. Make it a ritual, like changing the sheets. It's not just about cleanliness. It's about giving yourself the kind of care your body deserves. Because here's the truth no one talks about. If you're waking up feeling worse than when you went to bed, if your mornings start with fatigue instead of clarity, The problem might be right under your nose, literally. So tonight, take a moment. Hold your pillow in your hands. Has it flattened? Does it smell just a little off? If you fold it in half, does it bounce back or stay creased and limp? That's your sign. That's your body asking for something better. You spend over 2,500 hours a year with your head on that pillow. Let that time be restorative, not harmful. Let it be part of your healing, not your fatigue. Because the little things we sleep on can shape the lives we wake up to. What's hiding under your bed could be stealing your sleep. Let me ask you a simple question. When was the last time you looked under your bed? Not just a glance while picking up socks or chasing a dust bunny, but really looked. If you're like most people, it's been a while. And I get it. Under the bed is the perfect spot to stash things out of sight. Storage bins, old photo albums, spare blankets, maybe even that box you promised you'd sort through last spring. It feels harmless, right? Convenient even. But here's the part we often overlook. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not affecting you. What hides under the bed doesn't just gather dust, it breathes it. That quiet, undisturbed space is the ideal environment for dust mites, mold spores, and stale, trapped air. And night after night, as your body relaxes and breathes deeply in sleep, you're inhaling that. And let me be clear, this isn't about being a neat freak. It's about breathing. It's about waking up without that dry throat, without the sinus pressure, without that groggy feeling that clings to you like fog. Many of us blame the weather or aging or maybe just another bad night. But sometimes it's not your age. It's the air you've been sleeping in. Air that's been recycling through forgotten clutter and dust for months, even years. And it doesn't stop at your lungs. Your mind feels it too. Clutter, even the kind you can't see, creates a kind of mental noise. It whispers unfinished, unresolved, crowded. And even when you're asleep, your subconscious picks up on it. You don't need to see the mess for it to pull at your rest. Have you ever walked into a messy room and instantly felt tense? Like your brain couldn't quite settle? That same quiet tension can happen while you sleep. Your body craves peace. It needs clear space to fall into deep, healing rest. But when the space beneath you is jammed with forgotten things, your mind can't quite let go. And there's one more thing that often gets ignored: airflow. Proper air circulation is essential for restful sleep. But when the underside of your bed is blocked off by bins, boxes, and bags, the air grows stale. Instead of breathing clean, oxygen-rich air, you're breathing what's been trapped over and over again. That alone can make you feel drained no matter how long you slept. But the good news? This is one of the simplest changes you can make. Here's what I encourage you to try tonight. First, take a flashlight and look under your bed. Really look. Is it packed from corner to corner? If so, it's time. Clear it out. Donate what you don't use. Toss what you no longer need. You don't need to do it all at once. Start with one box, one bag, one forgotten pile. Vacuum the space well. Not just a swipe, but a real deep clean. Let the air breathe again. If you must store things under your bed, use sealed, airtight containers. No cardboard boxes, no open bags. Just clean, simple bins that don't invite dust or mold. And then, try this for one night. Sleep in your newly cleared room. Open a window. Let fresh air move through. And in the morning, notice how you feel. Your body might surprise you. You might wake up lighter, clearer, more restored than you have in weeks. Because sometimes it's not your mattress, it's not your age. It's the energy, the air, the unseen clutter you've been sleeping over all along. Remember this: your bedroom is not a storage unit. It's not a holding cell for unfinished business. It's a sanctuary. And what surrounds you while you sleep shapes how you wake up to the world. So tonight, give yourself the gift of empty space. Let go of what's been hiding beneath you, and let the air, clean and quiet, hold you like you deserve. When a nice smell isn't so nice after all. Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into your bedroom, taken a deep breath, and smiled at the scent of lavender, fresh linen, or warm vanilla? It's comforting, isn't it? That sense of clean, of peace. We don't always think about it, but a pleasant smell can change how a space feels. And that's exactly why so many of us turn to plug-in air fresheners, scented sprays, or those little candles flickering softly in the corner. They create a vibe, a feeling. They say, this is home. But what if I told you that very scent might be quietly hurting you? You see, many of those lovely smells come with a hidden cost. Volatile organic compounds, VOCs for short. They're a group of chemicals released into the air by synthetic fragrances, especially the kind labeled with vague words like perfume or fragrance. Now here's the kicker. These compounds don't just disappear once the scent fades. They stick around. They settle into your pillows, your blankets, your carpet. And every night while you sleep, your lungs keep breathing them in. VOCs have been linked to all kinds of health concerns: hormone disruption, headaches, respiratory irritation, and a kind of slow, unshakable fatigue that makes mornings feel heavier than they should. If you already deal with allergies, asthma, or any kind of lung sensitivity, this can make things worse. But even if you don't, your body still feels the strain, especially as we age and our systems don't recover as quickly as they once did. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not saying your bedroom shouldn't smell good. I love a cozy, fresh space as much as anyone. But there's a better, gentler way to do it, one that supports your health instead of draining it. Here's what I recommend. First, swap out those chemical-laced sprays and plug-ins. Check the label. If it just says fragrance without a full ingredient list, chances are you don't want it in your lungs. Second, switch to natural alternatives. A high-quality essential oil diffuser with real lavender, eucalyptus, or peppermint can work wonders. Not only do these oils smell amazing, they've been shown to promote calm, support sleep, and even reduce anxiety. Third, if you love candles, choose ones made from soy or beeswax, scented with essential oils, not synthetic chemicals. They burn cleaner and don't release hidden toxins into your space. And finally, bring in a few air-purifying plants. Simple ones like aloe vera, snake plant, or peace lily. These beauties don't just sit there looking nice. They actively clean the air while you rest. It's like having a little team of natural air filters working beside your bed. You might be thinking, really? Just changing my candles and getting a few plants will make a difference? Yes, it really can. Because your bedroom isn't just where you sleep. It's where you heal. It's the space where your body gets a chance to repair, to reset, to rest in a way that matters deeply. And when the air you breathe is clean, truly clean, your lungs don't have to fight. Your energy returns, your mornings feel lighter, and your spirit begins to feel clear again. So tonight, take a look around your room. What's filling your air? Is it working with your body or against it? Small changes add up. Clear the chemicals, invite nature back in, and let your bedroom become the sanctuary it was always meant to be. The silent saboteur in your room. Is your air filter failing you? Let's talk about something you probably haven't thought about in a while. Maybe not at all. Your air filter. Not the most exciting topic, I know, but hear me out. Whether it's in your heater, your air conditioner, your humidifier, or even that sleek air purifier sitting quietly beside your bed, it's got a filter. And that filter is supposed to protect you. It's the gatekeeper, trapping dust, pollen, pet dander, mold spores, and all the other invisible things floating in the air. But what happens when that filter stops doing its job? What happens when the very thing meant to clean your air starts polluting it instead? That's exactly what happens when filters go unchanged for months or even years. You lay down at night ready for rest. Your body softens. Your breath deepens. But instead of drawing in crisp, clean oxygen, you're inhaling a slow, steady stream of trapped allergens and toxins. Dust, mold, tiny particles you can't see, but your lungs can feel. And it doesn't just stay in your lungs. Poor air quality reduces the oxygen flow to your brain. Less oxygen means sluggish thinking, brain fog, that heavy-headed feeling that lingers no matter how many hours you sleep. And for those of us past 50, 60, 70, our lungs aren't what they used to be. Our immune systems take longer to bounce back. What was once a minor irritation now becomes a persistent cough, a stuffed-up nose, or a night of tossing and turning. And maybe, just maybe, you've blamed the weather, or the pillow, or getting older. But sometimes it's the filter. The truth is, this one simple habit, changing your filters, can be one of the fastest ways to protect your sleep, your energy, your clarity. So here's what I suggest. First, check your devices. Look around your bedroom. Do you use a heater, a humidifier, an air purifier? When was the last time you opened it up and looked inside? Second, if you can't remember the last time you changed the filter, it's time. Don't wait for symptoms to tell you, prevent them before they arrive. Third, choose high-efficiency filters. HEPA filters are best. They capture the tiniest, most harmful particles and make a huge difference in how your air feels and smells. And finally, mark your calendar. Every 2 to 3 months, change it. Make it a ritual, like brushing your teeth, but for your lungs. Because clean air isn't a luxury. It's a quiet medicine. Every breath you take should support your healing, not sabotage it. So tonight, before you crawl into bed, just pause. Listen to the hum of your air purifier or the breeze from your AC. Then ask yourself, is this air helping me rest or silently wearing me down? You deserve to breathe fully. You deserve to sleep deeply. And you deserve a bedroom where every element, from your pillow to your filter, works in your favor. Your phone might be the thief of your deepest sleep. Let me ask you this. What's the very last thing you see before you fall asleep? For most of us, it's not the stars outside the window. It's not the soft shadow of a lamp. It's a screen, a phone screen. We scroll, we tap, we check one last email, one last message. We tell ourselves we're winding down, but our brains are doing the opposite. That glowing screen, especially in the quiet of night, emits a powerful form of light known as blue light. And blue light is clever. It mimics daylight. It tells your brain, hey, it's not bedtime yet. And so, your brain, confused, stops producing melatonin, the very hormone your body needs to fall asleep naturally. It's like expecting a garden to bloom in darkness, but you've switched on floodlights all around it. Even if your eyes are tired, your mind stays wired. And when you finally drift off, the damage isn't done, because your phone is still there, still glowing, still buzzing, still watching. Late-night notifications, even the tiny ping you don't fully hear, pull your brain out of deep, restorative sleep cycles. You might not remember waking, but your body does. You wake up feeling like you've run a marathon in your dreams. I know what you might be thinking, but I use my phone as an alarm clock. Or, I just need it nearby in case someone calls. And trust me, I get it. I've been there. But I also know what happens when you take the phone out of the bedroom. Peace happens. Real sleep returns. The kind of sleep that heals, that softens the edges of a hard day, that lets your body rebuild. So here's what I suggest, and it's simple. Step 1. Charge your phone outside the bedroom, on a shelf, in the hallway, somewhere you won't reach for it without thinking. Step 2. Get an old-school alarm clock. They still exist, And the best part? They don't spy on you, distract you, or ping at 2 a.m. Step 3. Try it for just 1 week. No phone in bed, no scrolling in the dark. Instead, read a book, light a candle, breathe, stretch. Give your body the signal that it's safe to rest. And then, in the morning, notice how you feel. Lighter? Sharper? More alive? Because sleep isn't just the absence of noise. It's the presence of healing. And that healing begins when we unplug from the noise, the news, the notifications, and return to ourselves. Your bedroom isn't a charging station for your devices. It's a sanctuary, a temple for your spirit, your breath, your body. Let it be sacred again. The hidden danger beneath your feet. It's soft, it's cozy, it even ties the room together. But what if I told you that lovely rug on your bedroom floor might be the single biggest hazard in your home? I know, it sounds dramatic. But for anyone over 60, especially those dealing with vision changes, joint pain, or balance issues, it's not just a rug, it's a trap. Loose carpets, thick area rugs, beautiful but bulky floor coverings. They might look warm and inviting, but they're also one of the leading causes of nighttime falls in older adults. A lifted corner, a curled edge, one wrong step in the dark, and everything changes. A fall isn't just a stumble. It's a broken wrist, a dislocated hip. It's weeks in recovery, months of lost confidence, and often a permanent shift in independence. It doesn't have to be that way. What makes rugs dangerous isn't just their texture or size, it's where they sit and how easily they move. Even the smallest rug can slide underfoot like ice if it isn't secured. And thick, plush rugs, they might feel luxurious, but they trap dust, pet hair, and pollen deep in their fibers, which means more sneezing, more wheezing, more waking up with tight lungs and tired eyes. If you or someone you love struggles with allergies or asthma, that soft rug might be silently making things worse. But here's the good news. You can still have comfort without the risk. Replace loose rugs with smooth, easy-to-clean flooring. Wood, laminate, or even vinyl can feel clean, grounded, and peaceful underfoot. Brush. If you need softness, use a low-profile rug with anti-slip backing. No curled edges, no bunching, no guessing in the dark. And if a rug is purely decorative, ask yourself, is it worth the fall? Because a peaceful room isn't about how it looks. It's about how safe and steady it feels when you walk through it, especially at 2 a.m. with sleepy eyes and tired legs. Your bedroom should be a place of grounding, of balance, of safety, not a place where one misplaced step takes away months of healing. So tonight, take a look under your feet, not just with your eyes, but with intention. What are you stepping on? Is it stable, safe? Is it helping you or silently threatening you? One small change, one quiet choice, and suddenly your entire room becomes just a little more kind. Why harsh ceiling lights might be wrecking your sleep. There's a certain quiet beauty to nighttime. The hush, the slow, the way everything softens, like the world is finally giving you permission to rest. But what if the problem isn't how much sleep you get, but how your brain prepares for it? Let me paint a picture. You've brushed your teeth, washed your face, slipped into something comfortable. You're ready for rest. But then, click, the overhead light snaps on. And suddenly the room is flooded with a cold, white glare that feels more like a hospital than a sanctuary. Sound familiar? Many bedrooms still use bright, blue-white overhead lights, the kind designed to keep us alert, focused, productive. Perfect for offices, terrible for sleep. You see, this kind of light sends a message straight to your brain. Daytime's not over yet. And when your brain hears that message, it holds back melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to slow down. The result? You lie there wide awake, wondering why you can't fall asleep, even though your body feels tired. Or worse, you drift off but never reach that deep, healing sleep your body truly needs. And for older adults, where sleep is already lighter, more fragile, this kind of disruption has even greater consequences. Poor sleep affects memory, mood, balance, even immune health. But here's the thing. It's not just about light. It's about the kind of light you invite into your most sacred space. So let's shift the glow. Let's soften the space. Mug. Replace harsh ceiling lights with warm-toned bedside lamps. Look for LED bulbs that emit soft yellow or amber light. These support melatonin, not suppress it. Mug. Make your lights dimmable. Let the brightness match the moment. Bright when you need clarity, soft when your soul asks for peace. Mug. Use motion sensor night lights near the floor. So when you wake up to use the bathroom, you're gently guided, not blasted by a full spotlight. You don't need to live in the dark, but your body does need cues. Cues that say, you're safe now, it's okay to let go. So tonight, take a moment to look up. What kind of light is pouring down on you? If it feels harsh, if it feels cold, maybe it's time to switch the story. Because your room should whisper you to sleep, not blind you with brightness. One gentle hour. That could change everything. Let me leave you with this. The final hour before sleep is not just routine, it's sacred. It's the bridge between chaos and calm, between doing and being. In that hour, choose softness. Put the phone away. Turn off the news. Let the world spin without you for a little while. Sip something warm, a cup of herbal tea. Dim the lights. Let your body know you're safe now. You've done enough today. Maybe write a line in your journal, not to achieve, but to listen. To return to yourself gently. Because sleep isn't something you fall into. It's something you're invited into by the way you treat the hour before. Your bedroom doesn't need to be perfect, but with a few small changes, a quieter light, a softer step, cleaner air, you can turn it into a place of healing. And if this video helped you take even one gentle step in that direction, let us know. Comment below, what's one thing you'll try tonight? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Not just to follow us, but to follow through on the promise you've made to yourself tonight, to rest with intention, to age with grace, to live well, starting with where you sleep.